we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Lawrence looking to pass on the first play.
This one complete to Christian Kirk. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll buy some time right.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well.
Now Lawrence.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
On play action, Lawrence.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
White, the man in motion.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Just a 1 yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
What down?
They'll go for it. It's Carr. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and 1, Carr.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Carr to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking deep for Adams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
There he goes, right side. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars.
That's an 83-yard kick return touchdown. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level.
I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
From the 17, Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Fielded at the 33. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
But it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And the catch made by his tight end, Luke Farrell. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7.
Look at me. Go. Hey, go.
They'll go option to the short side. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, team sit.
Here's Lawrence.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gay's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Carr now on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. He hits Adams, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Trayvon Walker
coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on the clock? That's the way to go into the half.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs. But when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the 27, Carr. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Carr. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, it's Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's Foley Fatukasi who got in there and finished off the play.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Lawrence will throw.
Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
61, back. Hey, box up. Yeah.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Go. Let's go.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Hey, solid. Please. Look at me. Sit there.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lawrence. He's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Etienne bringing in another one.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Hey, orbit. Hey, you.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Lawrence.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Dayo Odeyingbo able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. The slot man in motion right. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Hey, Wahoo!
third down. Lawrence looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
From the 45 on second down, Carr.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Carr. It's caught here by Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They find some open field here.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Counter play with Jacobs. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's a group that's well aware of what's going on the scoreboard right now. Excellent work by them to push them back. That defense, they want to make sure the worst they come out of this with is a field goal and a tie game.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, third and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And this time he is in. Yes. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. The last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Third and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Raiders are moving on. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long.